Good morning. We're going to get started with a thinking song.
I am the thinker who thinks the thought that changes the things that shape my life. I am the thinker who thinks the thoughts. I have the power to change my life. If you ask me who am I am wisdom, I am light, I am more than meets the eye, I cannot be defined. I am the thinker who thinks the thought that changes the things that shape my life. I am the thinker who thinks the thoughts. I have the power to change my life. I can choose to be the light that brightens someone's darkest night. I'm so much more than meets the eye. I cannot be defined. I am the thinker who thinks the thought that changes the things that shape my life. I am the thinker who thinks the thoughts. I have the power to change my life. I am the thinker who thinks the thought that changes the things that shape my life. I am the thinker who thinks the thoughts. I have the power to change my life. I have the power to change my life. I have the power to change my life. I am a powerful, creative, spiritual being. I am a powerful, creative, spiritual being. I can create anything I want this life. I can create anything I want this life. The universe is on my side, and I am loved. The universe is on my side, and I am loved. You are a powerful, creative, spiritual being. You are a powerful, creative, spiritual being. You can create anything you want this life. You can create anything you want this life. The universe is on your side, and you are loved. The universe is on your side, and you are loved. We are powerful, creative, spiritual beings. We are powerful, creative, spiritual beings. We can create anything we want this life. We can create anything we want this life. The universe is on our side, and we are loved. The universe is on our side, and we are loved. We are loved. We are loved. We are loved.
Yes.
Please join me in affirming the statement of being.
Together, there's only one presence and one power in the universe, God the good, omnipotent. This power expresses life, love, wisdom, and abundance through me. In it, I live and move and have my being. Good morning. My name is Dan, and I'll be leading the service today. Welcome to the Unity of Bloomington's live streaming service. We extend a special welcome to anyone who's joining us for the first time today. Welcome. And of course, thank you to all of our wonderful members of Unity who are with us again today. So thank you for being here. You can find us on both Facebook, on YouTube. And if you're watching on YouTube, be sure to hit the subscribe button. And you can find our links to our streaming services on both of these platforms at our homepage, which is on the website, our unityofbloomington.org. You can also sign up for a newsletter while you're on our website exploring it, and just check things out. There's a lot of stuff in there. At Unity, we offer practical spiritual teachings that empower abundant and meaningful living. We are a center for spiritual growth, and we provide inspiration, tools, and practices that support people on their path of spiritual growth. So I'm going to read this affirmation, and you're going to follow with the two-word response. God is absolute good everywhere present. God is. We have a spark of divinity within us, the Christ Spirit within. Our very essence is of God, and therefore we are also inherently good. I am. We create our experience of life by the activity of our thinking. Everything in the manifest realm has its beginning in thought. I create. Prayer is creative thinking that heightens the connection with God-mind and therefore brings forth wisdom, wholeness, prosperity, and everything good. I pray. And through thought, words, and action, we live the truth we know. I live. I now invite Reverend Lynette up to the front for a moment with the children.
Good morning. I hope you're enjoying the sprinkling that's happening this Mother's Day morning, and hope that all of you mothers feel celebrated, and all of you who had a mother have fond memories and gratitude for the woman who was your ticket in to this life. We're talking about how powerful our words are today, and I was really struck by the words of that last song, because when I was a kid, I don't think I knew that the universe was on my side, that God wants the best for us. The God in me, the God in you, the God in which we live and move and have our being. That's from our statement of being. The universe is on our side, and our words are powerful. So saying that to myself, that the universe is on my side, is kind of a way of being my own cheerleader. You know, we depend on our moms and dads and other grown-ups to be our cheerleaders, but at some point we have to take some responsibility for cheering ourselves on. So, the universe is on your side. Remember that. Now, we are going to cheer on a special part of our Unity family that's also part of our youth and family ministries. I think it's remarkable, and I remember this happening last year. I guess it's happened the last 2 years, because Waylon is only 2 years old now. But did you know that Waylon and Mabry and Grandpa Jim Salmon all have a birthday in the same week? Oh, wow. Is that cool? I always shared my birthday with a brother and a cousin, so I'm used to the group birthday thing. And especially within the family, that's really special. So, because our words are powerful, I think it's important to sing Happy Birthday, Dear Salmons. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Salmons. Happy birthday to you. Thank you from the Unity Tabernacle Choir this morning. Thank you very much. Now, I saw that Grandpa Jim had already peeked into our live stream this morning. If Luke and his family were not here with us, would you make sure, Jim, that they get to see us singing happy birthday to them? Thank you.
Let your spirit shine, 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 shine. Let your spirit shine, 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 shine. Let your spirit shine, 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 shine. Children of the world, let your spirit shine. Children of the world, let your spirit shine. We missed our ginger in that moment. So thank you, thank you, thank you, Reverend Lynn. In 2021, Unity's theme is how to stay centered no matter what. Each month, we've been exploring one of the 12 powers and the way it plays in staying centered and achieving inner peace, no matter what is occurring around us. Now, this month, we're exploring the power of power. So there is power in our words and thoughts, energizing, renewing, creative power. And we can take charge of our thoughts and words and the creative energy they contain to come into greater God awareness. We are divine in nature, one with God. We release anything that contradicts our God nature and consciously choose that which elevates and expresses our true divinity. With awareness and intention, we unlearn old thought patterns and limiting beliefs. We affirm and speak words of truth, releasing vital energy that invigorates our minds and bodies and consciousness. If we miss the mark, we pause and reflect, reset our focus, and move forward without shame or blame, grateful for the wisdom gained. Nothing is stronger than the divine power and divine love within us. We use our power, our thoughts, our words, our intentions, and our actions to release good into the world and to uplift and inspire others. By the power within, we are living expressions of truth, and we bring good to the world. So please join me in claiming this truth as our own. Together, the power of my thoughts and words moves me ever closer to the truth of my being. Those are beautiful words. I'm going to say them one more time. The power of my thoughts and words moves me ever closer to the truth of my being. I would like to invite you to, following the service, we have our virtual Unity Cafe.
So grab a cup of coffee or tea or whatever beverage you like, and come say hello to your Unity friends online after the service. You can join the Zoom meeting through the Facebook group under announcements, or you can go to our website, unityofbloomington.org, and scroll down until you see the link below those to connect you to the live streams on Facebook and YouTube. And you can also see in the link in the comments on this video that you can cut and paste the link into your browser, and that will get you there as well. Looking ahead in May, it's going to be an exciting month. Our Sunday, May 16th, Richard Torstrick will be our guest speaker. And on Sunday, May 23rd, we're going to have our Music Sunday, so that will be a lot of fun. Finally, on Sunday, May 30th, we will be remembering and honoring those who are no longer physically here with us. And please consult the May overview and email for more details. And if you have any questions, you can always email us, and someone at the Unity team will get back to you. So now it is time for the daily word. And the word for today is motherly love. And the affirmation is, I give thanks for motherly love. So here's the daily word. I give thanks for motherly love. God's perfect love, expressing through my mother, gave me life. God's love, wisdom, and strength guided her and all those who nurtured me as I grew. My words of praise and gratitude let me show my mother how much I appreciate her. When I wish to demonstrate my appreciation for my mother's example, I share the nurturing, motherly love of God in my words and actions with all people. Remembering the times when my mother or another compassionate person listened patiently and shared encouraging words, I seek to be a caring, supportive presence. Recalling my mother's joy each time I learn something new, I share my skills and knowledge willingly when someone seeks my help. In gratitude, I share the gifts of nurturing love. And from Isaiah 66, verse 13, as a mother comforts her child, so I will comfort you. So now let's join together and speak this affirmation aloud. Together, I give thanks for motherly love. And now repeat it to yourself once more silently. I give thanks for motherly love. Our message today is going to be provided by our spiritual ministry co-coordinator, Reverend Lynette Carlson, and our musical inspiration this morning is going to be provided by our own Phyllis Wycliffe.
You will do amazing things with the joy each new day brings, and with every step you take, bless the progress that you make, the reason you live is there in every gift you give. Love your life, love your dreams, you will do amazing things. Amazing, amazing, you will do amazing things. Amazing, You don't need to know that now. You're on the right track. No need to look ahead or back. Just enjoy what this day brings. You will do amazing things. Amazing, amazing. You will do amazing things. Amazing, amazing. You will do amazing things. You don't have to work it out. Just stay in the here and now. Let your mind rest for a little while. Sometimes the deepest answers come when you're out there having fun. So close your eyes and take a breath and smile. Amazing, amazing. You will do amazing things. Amazing, amazing. You will do amazing things.
Thank you, Phyllis. Amazing. I'm sure that's what every mother thinks when she sees that little being that just happened. Everybody else may think it just happened. She knows exactly what that took to bring that little being into the world to do amazing things. And I want to acknowledge all of the amazing people who make this service possible. Betsy Reinbold and Dan Pekarski, Penny Fisher, Phyllis Wycliffe, Seb Neely, and Andy Alexander. And even though she's not physically present with us this morning, we had to call Ginger and get her help too. So she always prepares the slides that you see on Sunday morning, and we couldn't find them this morning, so we called in called in our vacationer, and she helped us solve the problem and invited us to call her back if we needed more help. So we appreciate Ginger's help and her willingness to be there for us. You've probably noticed it's Mother's Day. We're hoping that you thought about it before this morning, but in case you didn't, it's Mother's Day. And it reminds us of, well, I came up with 3 things. That none of us got here by our own power. Everybody needs a little help getting into this life. And all of us have been the beneficiaries of some degree of nurturing in our first years of life, or we wouldn't have survived. So not only we can't get in here by ourselves, but we really can't get up and running by ourselves either. And we can all be grateful that someone endured months of gestation and or years of dirty diapers to get us up and running. We all think of our own moms on Mother's Day, but let me remind you that around the world there are more varieties of mothers than you can imagine. There are super moms and stinker moms, birth moms, adoptive moms, surrogate moms, step and grandmothers. There are moms who would and do sacrifice their lives for their children. And there are moms who would and do sacrifice their children for their lives. After a lifetime of knowing and observing mothers, and 33 years of counseling with people, all of whom had mothers, I've come to believe that mothers generally do and give their best for their offspring. As one therapist put it, parents play the best cards in their hands for their children, but parents have no control over the cards that they are dealt. As with many other facets of life, we all do what we can with what we have. As most of you are aware, I have never birthed or raised children of my own, so I speak only as one who has a mother, not as one who has been a mother biologically. I have, however, had the privilege of being a mothering influence for scores of people who still needed some support and encouragement after their first mothers got them up and running. And I think that's where I first began to ponder the question as I counseled with folks about the title of this morning's message. Who is in charge here? And I realized that same question is embedded in the fifth of the 12 powers that we're considering this month, power and dominion. I find it kind of awkward to talk about the power of power. That's just me. So I've drilled down to figure out what Charles Fillmore, co-founder of the Unity movement, and subsequent Unity teachers meant when they addressed this power. The chapter in Fillmore's 12 Powers of Man on this faculty is titled Power, Dominion, Mastery. I thought there's a clue. So I researched the meaning of dominion as Unity uses that term. And I was glad to find out that dominion is not a synonym for domination. Although it's an easy connection, I have talked with people who hear the word dominion and immediately think domination. And the good news is they are not the same thing. They do have the same root word, which I think is where the confusion comes. On the English Language and Usage Stack Exchange website, very official sounding, I found this explanation. In comparing the words dominion and domination, dominion does not necessarily imply a state that is contingent or actively enforced. For example, God might have eternal, necessary, and unchanging dominion over creation, they wrote, or a medieval king might have claimed dominion over his subjects by divine right. You wouldn't use domination in that sense. Domination is much more clearly associated with the verb to dominate. It implies a deliberate and forceful act or a condition that requires work or struggle to maintain. In modern usage, domination is an activity, while dominion is an attribute. So, dominion, or power, as Unity refers to it, is something someone has, whereas dominate is something someone does. And it occurred to me that in most households, mom, perhaps with the help and support of dad, have dominion over what goes on in that household. But the best moms and dads and others don't dominate in the household. In the revealing word, Charles Fillmore is quoted as saying, "Dominion is an inner consciousness obtained only through mind discipline." And in his book about the 12 powers, he writes, "From divine mind, we inherit power over the forces of our minds. In truth, power over all ideas. The mind and body have the power of transforming energy from one plane of consciousness to another. This is the power and dominion implanted in us from the beginning. In the kingdom of God within human consciousness, the power faculty plays an important part in controlling the expression of many emotions, inspirations, and thoughts. The voice is the most direct avenue of this expression." The voice. That's why we say our words and our thoughts, which are the words we say to ourselves, have power. Years ago, I met a woman who had been raised by Christian Science parents, and I was a little surprised when I learned that she was going to school and studying to be a nurse. I knew she'd left her Christian Science path because we met at a Protestant church we were both attending. So I was curious about how she navigated the philosophical gap between the tenets of spiritual healing taught by Christian Science and the practice of Western medicine, which she was currently learning. Well, she explained that she'd felt the pull into nursing and studying medicine for a long time, but that she resisted it for years due to her conflicted feelings about how it fit with her childhood beliefs. But then she became a mother herself, and she began teaching her own children, and something shifted for her. She realized that as a mother, she could guide her children, but she couldn't live their lives for them, and she didn't want to, which raised the question in her mind about whose life she was living. She felt a call to medicine and wanted to be a nurse. It was really her parents who didn't see that as a spiritual approach to health and wellness. So why, she wondered, was she being more faithful to her parents' beliefs than her own? It wasn't long after that she enrolled in nurses training, and she found a new answer to the question, who's in charge here? Our ability to exercise power in our own lives is really the power of self-determination, not just in the big choices we make, like our life's work or our partner. Remember, in unity, everything is about consciousness. Power and dominion extend even to our inner world, to our thoughts and feelings, beliefs and ideas. My most profound lesson about this came about after my little dog Dingo was hit by a car when he was chasing a rabbit across the street. At least he was doing what he loved. Well, his death was a miserable experience for me, and I felt sick for weeks after it happened. But eventually I noticed that I was fine most of the time until I thought about what had happened that day. And that's when that sick feeling came over me. I'd learned by this time that I had a choice about what I thought. So I made a conscious choice to quit replaying the experience of Dingo's transition. And you know, that's when the real healing began for me. Changing my mind, choosing to have dominion over my thoughts, changed my feelings, and it allowed my grief to subside. And the proof of that is that I can talk about it this morning without sobbing. And that took a while. Silly little dog. Well, to drive this point home, Eric Butterworth wrote in his book, Discover the Power Within You, things may happen around you, and things may happen to you, but the only things that really count are the things that happen within you. We can't always control what happens to us, he writes, but we can control what we think about what happens. And what we are thinking is our life at any particular moment. That's one of the reasons that our thoughts are so powerful, because they define our life at any given moment. Well, God bless our mothers, the women who gave us life, as well as all those who came along to nurture us and help us learn how to live. Just as they did their best by us, we in turn do our best to love and appreciate their efforts. We are especially grateful for the mothering energies that prepared us to activate the fullness of power and self-dominion that are reflected in this verse, these words from Khalil Gibran that you may recognize. Your children are not your children. They are sons and daughters of life's longing for itself. They come through you, but not from you. And though they are with you, yet they belong not to you. You may give them your love, but not your thoughts, for they have their own thoughts. You may house their bodies, but not their souls, for their souls dwell in the house of tomorrow, which you cannot vision even in your dreams. Thank you, moms, who taught us who's in charge and gave us permission to take charge when it was time. And now our music team will help us as we prepare for meditation.
Our thoughts are prayers, and we are always praying. Our thoughts are prayers. Listen to what you're saying. Seek a higher consciousness, a state of peacefulness, and know that God is always there. And every thought becomes a prayer.
Now take a deep breath, and as you exhale, relax. Let your shoulders drop and your head float up as your spine lengthens, and you allow whatever you are sitting on to take your weight so you can relax. As you take another deep breath, follow that sensation of air passing through your throat, down into your lungs, and focus your attention on your heart center. As you continue to breathe, let your heart open with appreciation. Bring to mind all the ways and all the people through which you have been mothered, all the ways that life has nurtured you. Let your heart expand as you remember these moments and the people with fondness and gratitude. Feel free now to use my words as your own as we take a walk together. I'm climbing a small hill in a grassy meadow, and as I come to the crest, I see an abandoned house in the valley beyond. It's very old because all that remains are the stones that look like they were assembled many, many years ago. I'm curious and I want to explore, so I pick up my pace as I descend the hill to see it. As I approach the ruins, the world becomes hushed and still. It feels like something sacred is in the air. I feel a sense of eagerness, like I'm supposed to be here, like something is here waiting for me. As I look around, I catch a glimpse of a woman old enough to be my mother, her back turned toward me. What is she doing here? My curiosity surges as I enter the shell of the house. The woman turns, and I'm surprised to see my own face looking back at me. I'm puzzled, and it must show, because the woman speaks. It's all right. You're okay. You've come a long way. I'm here to tell you it's time. Time, I ask. Yes, she says. You may be ready to be your own mother. And suddenly, in an instant, she's gone, and I am left to reflect on this in the silence.
We are that love. We are the love of God. You are that love. You are that love of God. I am that love. I am the love of God.
Thank you, Reverend Lynette, and the wonderful motherly wisdom of your words. Thank you. We turn now to the spiritual practice of generosity. We are grateful for the many ways that this center supports us each in our spiritual growth. And we in turn are happy to support the center with our financial contributions and our voluntary service. We are also grateful for those of you who have already put into place automatic weekly, monthly, and quarterly giving. Thank you. Today, if you feel led to give, please visit our website at unityofbloomington.org and click on the giving link. You can also place a check in the mail, and our mailing address is 4001 South Rogers Street, Bloomington, Indiana, 47403. And thank you. I invite you now to place your gift or your hand over your heart. And as we say, our abundance affirmation. Together, I am an abundant being living in an abundant universe. God is the source of my supply. I am not dependent on people or situations for my good. God is the source of my supply. I always have something to give, and I consistently give it. I expect the best, I give my best, and I now attract the best in every experience.
It's to be, if it's to be, if it's to be, it's up to me. If I seek the truth, let me speak the truth. If I'm lost in doubt, let me believe. I know I can be the change I want to see. If it's to be, if it's to be, if it's to be, it's up to me. If I'm tired and stressed, let me stop and rest. If I'm feeling hurt, let me forgive. I know I can be the change I want to see. If it's to be, if it's to be, if it's to be, it's up to me. If I dream of peace, let me be the peace. When I start from love, I am love. I know I can be the change I want to see. If it's to be, if it's to be, if it's to be, it's up to me. You know it's up to me. You know it's up to me. If it's to be, you know it's up to me.
let's bless the offering with these words. Together, divine love flowing through me blesses and multiplies all that I have and all that I give and all that I receive. I'd like you to join me in saying our closing prayer. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. And the presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. Now I invite you to join us in singing together, "Let There Be Peace on Earth."
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be, with God as creator, family all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me.
Thank you. Happy Mother's Day. Blessed week.